Our Palestine journey starts on a Monday morning. With our group, we travel from Zurich to Tel Aviv. The flight is short, but the entry into Israel is longer. We make the most of that time by getting to know each other. After all, we will be spending 6 days together. Welcome to the Holy Land.
I don't know why they're clapping for that.
Our first activity was Fajr prayer in the Al-Aqsa Mosque. Rising at 4:30 a.m. to beat the sun, we made our way. Led by the Golden Dome, so present in the Jerusalem skyline, the paths that lead you are filled with stories, scars, and history, but nothing can prepare you for walking through one of the 10 gates and into the third holiest place in Islam.
Al-Masjid Al-Aqsa refers to the whole site, and according to the hadiths, Muhammad alayhi salam turned to this site before turning to the Kaaba in Mecca, so you can imagine the significance it holds in Islam. The 35-acre complex has a very long history that is believed to date back to Ibrahim alayhi salam, aka Abraham, and therefore is sacred to all three monotheistic religions. We made the effort to be here during the morning prayer and experienced Al-Aqsa with our half-shut eyes, but our hearts fully opened. It was mind-blowing to see all three monotheistic religions functioning in such a close proximity to each other. Sites where Jesus Christ carried the cross, Temple of David, Omar's mosques, the Last Supper. These events and sites were so distant until we arrived here and hopped, skipped and jumped from one to the other. In our optimistic minds, everyone could live in peace. Unfortunately, we did see injustice, and in some minor forms, this injustice was aimed towards us.
Hebron lies in the Palestinian state. It is the largest city in the West Bank and second largest in Palestine to Gaza. The burial site of Ibrahim alayhi salam, also known as Abraham, is the focal point of the city and the reason for such a big interest. The reality is harsh, but it's clear to see. Since 1967, after the Six-Day War, Israel has created settlements that house around 400,000 settlers illegally on Palestinian land. Of this, 850 Jewish settlers now live in the old city of Hebron under strict Israeli military protection. To enter Al-Haram al-Ibrahimi, or the Cave of the Patriarchs, we must go through security checkpoints and turnstiles.
We enter the mosque and escape the outside world. In this sacred place, you can find the tombs of Ibrahim alayhi salam, his wife Sarah, Ishaq, Yaqub, and Yusuf, peace be upon them. Once again, the same feeling as in the Al-Aqsa overcome you when confronted with such a meaningful place to your faith.
Yeah?
And what are you making?
Yeah.
What are you making? Just
I make for this jacket.
this one.
The people of Hebron that we meet all share a strong spirit and a good sense of humor. It's hard to ignore the conditions that they live under and the lack of tourists in such a sacred place. Here we see the process of making sweet rahat lokum. Who knew? It's gluten-free. That's what they claim. By buying the local products, we support the individual directly.
اهلا وسهلا بكم. انا وسيم خضر ووسيم. نحن هنا في البلده القديمه من الصامدين. وطبعا سنتويري. طبعا انا فرن مخبز مسوي شراك وخبز ومنساعد العائلات الفقيره والمساكين وكل اللي بيجوا علينا اهلا وسهلا فيهم وطعمين شراك مع زعتر وزيت واهلا وسهلا فيكم في مدينه الخليل.
Thank you. شكرا.
شكرا. عفوا وسيم. يلا وسيم احكي باي باي. باي. مع السلامه. باي باي.
Like any wall, this one is designed to divide. More than 700 kilometers long, 8 meters high, and at times cutting 18 kilometers into Palestinian territory, this wall represents racial segregation. It restricts movement of the Palestinian people. As tourists, we had no problems getting through the checkpoints, but for the local Palestinian people, getting into Jerusalem, for example, can be a marathon of checkpoints and security screenings. Of course, first you need to have a permit issued to work over the wall. The Palestinian people do this as the pay is better over the wall, but they also have to pay a hefty tax to the Israeli government. The wall represents only a small portion of the restrictions of freedom here. The restrictions go well beyond this wall and into the heart of the Palestinian territories due to the Israeli outposts and new illegal settlements. Both the UN and the International Court of Justice agree that this is a violation of the international law. But hey, here is the wall in all its glory. And that's your son over there?
Yes, the camel, my work here 30 years.
MashaAllah.
Alhamdulillah.
Big boss.
Alhamdulillah.